Everybody, welcome back to War Budgies. This is surprisingly not a hostage video. I'm on a train. I'm actually headed out to Salt Lake City to do the Valhalla in the Fall War Game Retreat that is run by my friend Miranda from War Gamer Girl. She runs this every year. A bunch of us get together. We rent out this massive cabin out near Salt Lake City, and we just hang out and game. Food's catered. The cabin is beautiful. It's just a good time overall. We try to do this every October. So this year, rather than drive for a week or have all my models broken by the airline again, we're taking a train, which is actually my favorite way to travel, and I so rarely get to do it. However, it also means I have some time on my hands because it takes roughly 3 days of travel to go from Norfolk, Virginia to Salt Lake City, Utah. So this is day one. I'm recording this, Wednesday? I'm recording this Wednesday afternoon, evening, and I'll post it during the 5-hour layover in Chicago. So I'll post this the morning of the day it goes up, Thursday morning, and then I'll answer some more questions and talk about some more topics tomorrow and upload that when I get to Salt Lake. So any questions you have, anything you want to talk about, drop in the comments below. First, I'd like to point out our luxurious accommodations. This is a sleeper car roomette through Amtrak. If you have never used one of these, they are fantastic. They advertise them for 2 people. They're kind of cramped for 2 people, but they're very comfortable for 1. So when we pick up the camera, I'll spin it around and show you what we're dealing with. So we'll start here. This is directly across the room from me. It's another chair. These 2 both fold out into a bed at night. I've got some paints and all that. I'm going to try to paint some models this evening, which should be very interesting because there's a lot of motion going on in the train. We're on the 2nd floor, so we're 1 level up, which is where I like to be, but it does mean the rocking of the train tends to get a lot more exaggerated up here. Some random stuff around there. We got mirrors, closet space. They've really maximized the amount of space you have here. The upper bunk I've got pulled down mostly to hold my luggage. Then I'll sleep on the 2 chairs, which fold into a bed at night. Out the window, unfortunately, right as I started recording this, we have a lovely view of another train. So we'll see if that goes away. There's a table here. You can pull out. This will be my painting surface here shortly. It's got a checkerboard built into it, which I think is fantastically old school. And overall, it's pretty cozy. There's lights. They got the blue night lights you can switch your controls over to. It's a nice little homey space for 1 person. I do think it'd be cramped with 2, but since I'm traveling solo this time, we're okay. And we're just gonna have to patch in some footage later on. So pretend that train is not there, and instead there's a glorious view of the American Northeast. So in the meantime, I'm going to answer some questions, do a Q&A, FAQ, sort of one of those videos that I've been meaning to do but haven't actually gotten around to doing yet. So some pretty common questions I get asked about the channel that now when people ask, I can just point them to this video. So first of all, what is War Budgies? And the easiest way to answer that is War Budgies is a creative experiment. This was never really intended to be a money-making venture or anything super popular. This was back when I was first making the acquaintance of some of my friends in wargaming business, and the channel stuff looked kind of fun, so I wanted to try it out. So I made a couple of videos, awful videos, about how to make terrain ladders and infinity mirrors and things like that. And that just kind of evolved over the years. And then a couple of years ago, I made the tragic mistake of starting to do battle reports, and I was hooked. So Fallout battle reports became a thing. Now we're getting into Warcaster battle reports and hopefully soon War Machine battle reports. But really, it's just sort of a platform for me to engage with you guys, show you what I do, what I enjoy doing, get some feedback from you guys, and we can sort of have a community. And that's War Budgies. That's usually followed by question number 2, which was, why did you call it War Budgies? And that's sort of a whimsical thing. A lot of the military units that I've been part of, they like to take some sort of animal and slap the word war in front of it. So the war hawks or the war dogs, the war hounds, war birds. And it's just funny to me because I have a budgie now. I used to have 2 budgies. And they're about the fluffiest, most harmless thing you can imagine. So just putting war in front of that just entertained my brain, and then it stuck. Next question, will you cover game X? Fill in the blank. Probably not. Mostly because this is really expensive. And between the terrain, the models at time, the setup, and all that kind of stuff, it is really expensive to do like studio level stuff and put everything together, and it's a huge time sink. So I'm certainly open to it. You guys are welcome to message me anytime, talk about games that you think would be cool to feature in a narrative context, but I'm going to try to keep the roster small. What happened to the Titan? If you don't know what this is in reference to, one of the big projects that kind of helped the channel gain a lot of steam was I started putting servos into a Forge World Warlord's Titan, which is a huge model. And I was making the arms move and the head moved and the little guns on his shoulders moved. It was really cool. And I actually completely finished the shell, like the outside and all that stuff. He got gold at Armies on Parade. I was very happy about that. The problem is, not long after that, we moved. Military move from DC down to Virginia. And he broke. He broke bad in that move. And I've been piecing him together, but it just sucked all the energy out of working on that project. So I just haven't gotten back around to it. Because I know I'll fix him, but then I have to move again in like 2 years. And he's going to break again. Because that's life. So, the Titan will return. I don't know when. I don't have a timeline for that. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will check in with you guys again tomorrow. So I will post this when I get to Chicago. I'll spend a few hours there. I'll read comments as they come in. And I'll do another video on the way out to the jump from Chicago out to Salt Lake City. And just kind of, yeah, we'll just chat. They're about to start serving food around here, so I'm going to get some food, paint some models, and sleep well. So thanks for watching.